Welcome back to my channel. My name is Faith, and please do well to subscribe to the channel, like the videos, because today we are going to be talking about something very special. All right, from the beginning, we have been learning about HTML, and we have learned quite a bit. We've learned about a lot actually. We've learned about links, images, tables, lists, forms, and emails, email links, all kinds of stuff. So today we are going to put it all together, creating this fancy HTML fashion blog. Okay, so this is all made with HTML. So we're going to try and recreate this. This has almost everything that we've learned. You can see here we have our heading, we have another small size of heading, we have image, we have okay, there's images here, we have a list here, we have an external link. When you click this, it takes you, okay, sorry, um we're going to make it an external link. So when you click, it takes you to another tab. We're going to create a table. We're going to make this a little bit fancy by adding shoe style description. We'll add images here to match. There we have our email here and our buttons. We have this copyright, that's the footer, and we have this internal link which will take us back to the top. Okay, so this is our header. From this place down, the body and the footer, so which are the three main parts of a website: the header, the body, and the footer. All right, let's get into it. So here I already created my project, which is just an empty folder, and inside this folder I've created an image folder where I have saved the images we're going to be using. Okay, so we can go fast about it. So here I'm just going to create my file. I'm going to call it index.html. All right, so we're going to get our boilerplate, and we're going to call this, what's the name here? Okay, fashion forward. All right, so that will be our title. As you can see here, fashion forward. Let's just copy this so we can be fast. All right, fashion forward, here we go. So we're going to build exactly what we see in the front. So what do we have here? Here we have the header. So we're going to be using some semantic code, which is the HTML5 tags. HTML5 tags, which is more, we learned about div and spans, but here you'll be seeing articles, section, these are semantic code, meaningful code. They are just meaningful tags. They really just tell your browser that these codes, they just read more meaning to the elements, to the tags. Okay, so let's go on. So back to our project. Here we're going to, let's just split our pages first. Let's say header. Okay, and let's say we're going to have a div, but this div, inside this div, we're going to have an article. Okay, this is just a semantic tag. It's not really, it's still like a container for our content. It's more like the div as well, so it's not really that. We can do it, use it article, we can use it without the div even. All right, so here we're going to have the footer. All right, so this section actually acts as the body, the body. This is more like the head of our blog, the body of our blog, and the footer of our blog, or our web page, our website. All right, so for the header, we're going to have a h1 tag. Let's see what we have there. Okay, so we have the heading of our blog, the heading of our blog, and it says fashion forward. All right, so what next we have a subheading here. You can see the sizes are different, so this could be like a h2. Okay, so let's come back here. Now we're going to do this in the body section. We are done with the header. Usually this section is supposed to carry, like if we have a menu, if we have a logo and other stuff, they would usually come here. Okay, that's inside the header. Your menu, your logo, they live in the header. Sometimes search bar and other stuff. Maybe if it's an NGO, you can have your donate button or register login button in the header. Okay, but since it's just a simple HTML, we'll just have the title of our blog there. Okay, so here we're going to come here in an article. Remember, I told you it's just a container. So you see, I'm not just going to type anything directly in here. I'm still going to put my h2 tag in here. Okay, I think we should get rid of this div even. Well, let's just leave it. All right, so springs must have. Okay, so we're actually copying what we have here to have exactly the same. So after our heading, we have three images. Remember, these images are inline elements, so we're not really doing anything big here. We're just, directly adding the three images, which will align themselves together there. So the image source, we have our images here. All right, so the first image there is what is a floral dress. Okay, so I already have this um floral. Okay, sorry, I didn't. Now our image is inside a folder, so we don't just start typing directly because it's not directly in our project file. So because it's in a folder, we will first of all begin from the source. That's why it says source. We have to begin from the source of our image, which is the image folder / inside the image. What do we have? We have the floral dress, so we can choose the floral dress here. So remember, for SEO purpose, you must name your images right. Name them with meaningful names, correct names, short names, for better SEO and readability as well. So remember, we must always have our alternative. Let's just say, what color dress do we have there? That's a pink flower dress. We'll just say pink flower dress. Oh, all right. So yeah, we're going to have uh, let's set a definite an absolute width for our image. Let's call this 250 px. Let's give it an height, a height, because I believe the images are not of the same height, so let's give it an absolute height as well. Let's say 300. Okay, so we're going to duplicate this so we can be fast and just change our image. The second image there is a light and hairy jacket, so we have this gray stuff. The next one is pastel color accessory, so change this to what's it called, accessories. Okay, so let's see what we have. Let's go live. Okay, so fashion forwards. Okay, I think we are having almost the same thing. All right, that's great. So let's continue. Here we have a paragraph. Let's copy this. We have a paragraph, then we have a list. Okay, so come back here and inside uh, okay, and then we'll have choose, let's wrap this. Okay, shortcut for wrap is Alt Z. Okay, so now let's create our list. Remember, first we want to know what kind of list are we creating, and here we have an unordered list, so we just say UL. Then we'll begin to create our list and we'll say LI. Okay, so the first list there, we have the first on our list, the floral dress. Okay, this is painful to watch. Let's just copy everything. Yeah, back here we'll just paste it somewhere outside here and just say come cut. So let's duplicate this. Let's bring this in. Okay, let's bring this in. All right. Okay, so let's view. Yep, we're getting there. Remember, we're doing this all with just HTML. Now we'll have this read more with an external link to a blog. So we're going to say so fashion news is the actual URL there. You can see it's underlined. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to wrap this fashion news in an A tag. Okay, so we're going to put it in between the A tag. Now remember, this is inside our paragraph. So here we're going to say, let's see, HTTPS. Okay, this is just anyway, fashionnews.com. I'm surprised it actually exists. So let's see if our URL is still correct. Okay, fashion with one N. All right, fashion news, that is .com. So to make it go to a new tab, remember we're going to use the target attribute and use the underscore blank. All right, so next we're going to what's next there? Oh yeah, we're going to have this h1 header. This is a table with a caption. All right, so let's quickly create this. So we are coming outside our article now. You see when I say it's a container, so this whole section is the first part of the article and we are done with it. We're going to the next part of the article. So let's come out here and say article. All right, so we're going to say, oh, let's check our heading again. I think this is a h2. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to copy this. Have I copied it already? I don't know about that. Please don't be confused about my going back and forth. We just need the content to make it a reasonable blog. So I could be using lorem ipsum. Okay, so it wouldn't really make sense to you. So table, we've learned about all these things. We're just putting in all back together. So we want our table to have a border. Remember we learned about border. Okay, we're going to have a border 1 and we're going to have a caption. We did not really learn about this, but caption here is a tag and this is what it does. You have seen it in the front. We can just say top summer pics. Okay, now underneath the caption we'll now have, remember you must have a TR before you begin your table, then we'll go with a TH. So I think we are going to have 3 of this. Okay, then we have another TR for the table body and we're going to have a TD table data, and which will be 3 as well, and I think we have 3 of this. So okay, so what are the contents for the head? We have shoe style description and we said we were going to add an image. All right, so let's put this here, shoe style description, and here we'll have image to view. All right, so here what are our shoe types? Our shoe types, well, let's just copy everything together with the description. Let's come back here. I'll just paste this here. Okay, so we have sandal. For sandal description we have this. Okay, and sorry, oh, I'm supposed to Ctrl Z, Ctrl Y. We're going to cut this out. Okay, now we're going to add our image here, img image. Okay, so that is pending. Next we have sneakers. For our sneakers description, I'm just doing a cut and paste here. We have this. Okay, let's fix it. It's not sneakers. All right, that looks good. IMG for our image. We'll get back to it. Then next. I hope this is not frustrating for you. Ah. I hope you're enjoying this video. Please do well to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you very much. All right, so we're going to add our images for our tables to be complete. Let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. Okay, good. So remaining the image, right? Okay, so I already have the image for sandal. We're going to have images / sandals. Okay, and for our alternative, remember this is also helpful for people who are visually impaired. It makes your code inclusive. What's the right word now? So those who are visually impaired, so they can, it makes your code accessible. Yeah, I think that's the right word. Next is sneakers. So people who can see, who use screen readers as well, can be able to know what kind of image you are supposed to have there. Okay. All right. So next we're going to have the images what's that? Okay. So we're going to take the spelling here and just copy and paste here. All right, let's see what we've got. Oh, okay. So let's add some width and height. That is way too big. Okay, can we copy this? Let's borrow this width and height. Okay, anyway, to make this video as fast as possible, here, here, here. All right, so what we've done, we've just created a table, added a caption, we created the table head where we have shoe style, description, and image. And we'll have the table body where we'll have the table row and the table data. So for shoe type, we have sandal, we have sneakers, we have espadrilles. Then for description, we have this perfect for hot days, comfortable, lightweight. Then for images, we have the sandal, sneakers, and espadrille image. All right, so let's see. We've added some width and height to, let's reduce this. Let's just give it like 200 by 200 so they can actually be, let's have some equal weight and height. Don't worry if the image drags. It's just something that when you start doing CSS, you'll be able to have a perfect image using your CSS. So for now, let's just change this. All right. Oh, what have I done? Let's just leave it on. Okay, now we cannot. I'm sorry. Yes, 200, all 200. Oh, perfect. So this is what we've got. All right, so what's remaining? Okay, I do not mean for this video to be this long. So we have something like a paragraph here. Okay, there's still one more section to go. All right. So that can come after the table. Okay. So, sorry. Control Z, P, and here. Does this really do anything? Okay, there's no link, nothing attached to it. So we have another H2 here. Okay. So this is a new section. Remember here we'll use div. Like I told you, we're using some semantic code. Now this div contain all these articles. So here I'm going to switch over now to use what we call the section. It's the same as the div, the container for your code. But this is semantic. This is that's a HTML5 element. Okay, the HTML5 tags. All right, so we're having another H2 here. This is the what we used before, the formal usage, but people still use it every now. In fact, it's still very valid. Okay, so this just makes sense more, like no, a section, like div. What's a div? A section. Oh yeah, this is a section. All right, so H2, we'll place this here, stay updated, and we have, I think we have a, what do we have? A paragraph. Okay, let's go fast. All right. Okay, and next we have a form. Okay, our subscribe form, and before going to our footer. All right, so for a form, let's just pretend we have a form action, so we can say subscribe dot php. Let's say we have a method called post, so we have a get method, a post method. So this is what helps you submit your form. That's what this is saying. It's saying when you put in your inputs, you can actually submit the form, but here is not linked to any server or any php script which will help us submit it. But this is just to let you know that this is how it works. This is how you can submit your form. Okay, so this is just demo. We're not really going to submit it, so we forgot to add our label, and we're going to call this label email, because our form is going to be an email form, because you submit your email for newsletters, right? Okay, so we're going to say, to type will be email. And remember, every time you have a form, it goes with an ID to show that they are related. Okay, so what else? We're going to have if we're having a method and a script, we're supposed to have a name. These are just trying to show you all the possible I'm just trying to show you all the possible email you can have. Yeah, just trying to show you all the possible attributes that an input can have, that a label can have. So next here we can say required. This is more like a check to ensure that if you do not put an email address in this form, you are not going to submit it. It will tell you email is required. Okay, all right, so that's it. Now we're going to have our submit button, because we need to submit the okay, let's do this. Sorry for the all the shortcuts. So we're going to have a subscribe here, and in here we're going to have our type as submit. Okay, so let's view this. Subscribe email. Perfect. All right, so what's next? This video is getting too long. Footer. Yay. All right, so we're going to create our footer here. We're coming out of this section now. Ah, yes. Okay, so we have been, oh my, I'm so sorry. What did I do? Okay, header. Remember I said this could be the body section, so we have two sections in here. Now we're here, footer. Okay, so before the footer, I think we have HR tag. So HR is more like a horizontal line. Horizontal line. Okay, you can see it clearly here. It's here, horizontal line. That's what gives us this straight line here before the footer. Okay, so let's just have this now. So to do this copyright stuff, all you have to do is write a something like this. We're going to do this ampersand copy. This will give us the that copyright sign, and we have this in front of it. So the last, I think, this is back to top. Okay, so this is our, remember here we have external link here. So here we're going to have internal link to make it all complete, like everything that we learned. So a tag, so we're going to have hashtag top. Now when we have a hashtag, remember we're supposed to have an ID somewhere. Okay, so when we say back to top, we're going to put this top, this hashtag top here. Let's put it in the header. So it can take us back to the top. So here we're going to have an ID called top. So this is linking to this. So when we click back to top, it takes us all the way down to the top. All right, so let's see. Let's refresh this. Okay, so let's try out our link. See, back to top. So let's scroll again, click back to top. All right, so we have a wonderful plain HTML fashion blog. You see how we've not even added any CSS yet, and it's looking this good. I hope this has, this is actually raising your appetite to learn more about HTML and CSS, about front-end development. All right, so after now, we're going to go into our um, CSS series. This is the last of the HTML series. Please do well, like this video, share, leave a comment, and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching my tutorials and from learning from my videos. All right, have a wonderful time. Bye.